Hi guys, Shaziya here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys a review on this Colourpop Double Adrenaline palette. Plus I'm going to be doing swatches of all the shades and also one makeup look based on this palette. So as I had promised in my previous makeup tutorial, which was the golden brown cut crease, I told that I will be doing a review on this palette, which was gifted to me by my sister. So yeah, here I am with it. So yeah, so as usual, as I mentioned before, that my sister gifted me this palette as a surprise. So yeah, that's the first thing that I want to tell about this, because I was like, from quite a long time I wanted to get a new eyeshadow palette for myself other than the Wet n Wild palette, which is this one. And also I used to use the banoos eyeshadow palettes, but I never had any other ones other than these. And another thing which added to the great effect of this palette surprise was that I used to see a lot of YouTubers use like a lot of other eyeshadow palettes in their tutorials and in their makeup videos. Like, say, by coincidence or by chance, I never came across any YouTuber or anybody use this Colourpop Double Trendy palette. I don't know how come that happened, but it was just by chance or by coincidence that I never saw anybody use this. But though I knew the brand Colourpop exists in the world, so that added to the great effect of the surprise. Okay, so guys, so let me just start the review of this palette. I just wanted to share a few things before starting the actual review. So yeah, so this is the outer cover, as you can see, and then backside all the shade names are written. You can see all the shade names here. Then I got this sort of a card in it, and it's written, "We are best buds XOXO Colourpop." I really like this. I just put it inside this thing itself. Anyway, so keeping the card aside, now let me just open it. And yes, this is the very beautiful and shiny outer cover of this palette, and I really like this girly pink and the shiny effect, you can see. And yeah, these are the shades. So I just love all the shades. You can see there are nude shades, browns and champagne gold, dark gold, and all these. There are 4 shimmery shades. So I just love all the colors of the palette, guys. Like, seriously, I had a range, or I have some colors in my mind which are like my favorite ones, and I can say I found all of them in this palette except for rose gold shade. I used to love rose gold shade very much, but never mind, I have it in the Wet n Wild palette, which is this shade. So yeah, anyway, doesn't mind, but all the other shades which I really like are there in this palette, so I was quite happy about it. Then I want to tell you guys, yeah, you can say you can see that there are 12 shades in the palette, and also there are 8 matte shades and 4 shimmery shades. This and this pigmentation of the palette is just so amazing, guys. The shades are just super pigmented. They are amazingly pigmented, and they're so great when you apply them on your eyes. You get that sort of a rich look when you apply them on your eyes. Like, even if you're not a professional MUA, you can still rock a look when you can still rock your eye makeup when you do a tutorial or eye makeup with this, using this palette, because it shades and the colors are just professional and very beautiful ones. So yeah. And also another great thing about this palette is the satin sort of a finish that is there in all these shades. Like, for example, I'm going to show you this shade. Like, seriously, when I touch it, it just has that sort of a satin kind of a texture, so I really just loved the texture of the palette. The colors, like, the texture is just beautiful, silky. Next I'm going to do the swatches of this palette, guys, like swatches of all the shades, and then after that I'll be doing one makeup look based on this palette, as I had mentioned before. So stay tuned and keep watching. Okay guys, so these were all my swatches which I've done here. The first shade that I've used here, this one, is this shade which is called Uninhibited. Okay, the second shade from the palette, this is a bronzy golden shade. It's more on the golden side, and I've actually used this one in the makeup tutorial that I'm going to show you now. Next one is called Hotboard, which is the third shade in this palette. This is I can say it's a matte shade with a lot of glitter, I can say, because you can see the other shimmery shades, this and this one has a different texture. Though they are shimmery shades, they have different texture, but this one is a little different. Though it looks shimmery, it is, I can say, more glittery sort of a shade. Then the third one I've used is this shade which is called Draft. This is a bronzy, very beautiful bronzy shade. I really like it as well. Then I've used this shade which is called Keep It PG, which is this one. This is also very pigmented and a very beautiful shade. Yeah, so this shade. Then I've used this shade, which is the first one, which is called Locked and Loaded. Then I've used this one, which is called Flasher, which is this shade, Flasher. Then I've used this shade over here. Yeah, this shade, which is called Scent Noodles. I know this is a weird name, but I think some foodie people would like it. Scent Noodles. Then after that, I've used this shade, which is called Naked. Okay, this is the shade which I've used. It's called Naked. You can use this as a transition shade. It's good for that. Okay, or even you can use it as an overall base. So yes, guys, these four shades. Okay, these four shades you can exchange them depending on your skin tone and use them as an overall eye base. I can say, just a suggestion for you guys, you can use your eyeshadows in any way and create different looks and experiment with looks with this palette, but I'm just suggesting you can use these four shades as an eye base after you apply your concealer or your foundation. You know, it's just a suggestion. Then this shade is this one, which is called Extracurricular. I've used it in my tutorial as well. I really like this shade. It's perfect for a transition shade. I really like it. Then I've used this third last shade, which is this one. It's called Nip Slip. This is also very nice as a transition shade. Then the second last one is this shade, which is called Hard. It's a very beautiful maroonish brown shade. I really like it. Then is the last one which I've used, that is called Teddy Bear. Now I love this name as well as the shade is just a dark brown maroon. So yeah guys, these were all my swatches. Now let's go to the makeup look. So I'm starting off by applying the Body Shop Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation and the Super Stay Compact from Maybelline as my base. Next, I'm going to start by using this light brown shade called Nip Slip from the Colourpop palette, and I'm going to use my Nascita fluffy blending brush and blending it with it. Then I'm using another shade called Extracurricular, which is also a light brown shade, and I'm using it also on the crease, and I'm picking up more amount and the next time, and I'm once again applying it to the crease and blending it. Then using a flat shaded brush, I'm taking this maroonish shade called Hard and I'm applying it to the outer corner of my eye. And the reason why I'm using a flat shaded brush first is because I want to deposit the product to the outer corner, then I will be blending it. So next I've taken this dark brown shade called Teddy Bear and applying it to the outer corner, then blending it with the fluffy blending brush. Then I'm going to take this golden shade called Uninhibited and I'm going to blend it off with the other colors, and I'm applying it to the lid area, to the 1/3 of my eye. And as I said, I'm blending it. Then I'm going to take another champagne gold shade which is called Keep It PG, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner as well as my brow bone with it. Oops, I've highlighted my brow as well and I'm going to clean it off with the tissue. I've done that. Yeah, so once again blending everything. Then after that I'm going to take this Just Gold Perfect Liner pencil. This is a kajal, and I'm going to apply it to my lower waterline and my lower lash line, and I'm going to create a thick line on my lower lash line. I usually love that look of creating a dark black line on the lower lash line of the eye. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline's Master Precise Matting Liner and I'm going to do a double winged line this time just to add a little different twist. Then I'm taking this false lashes from Miniso and the lash glue, and I applied it off camera, and since I wanted to just do the extra attention for the eyeshadows, so I just did that off camera. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline's Lash Sensation mascara and I'm going to apply it to my lower lashes as well as to the upper lashes just to fuse them with my natural lashes. So yeah guys, this completes my eye makeup look. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please don't forget to hit on the like and the subscribe button, and do share my video to all your loved ones and all the makeup lover girls just like me. And keep watching my channel, keep supporting me guys, and bye bye, take care, stay happy.